Hello YouTube! Tooty's back. Tales from the Booter. On the pickups. Been a pick-uppy, bootery event. It's cooled down a bit now. It was freaking roasting earlier. I seem to snap my videos all the same like that, don't I? How hot it is. Don't worry, it comes the winter, you probably won't see me because it'll be too freaking cold, so. How are you doing? Hope everybody is doing okay and doing well. What was I going to mention? YouTube of the month. That's done. You've seen the winner and you've seen the video. Get over, get voting. I'm pretty sure that was last week. No, it would have been, yes, because I did that one after. Yes. Because the last Tales from the Boot, because I did the pickups, then I did YouTube of the month. I didn't release Sunday's boot until I think Wednesday or Thursday. Just saturation, so this may not see the light of day for midweek or maybe a little bit earlier. Hope we're well anyway. I've already said that. But yeah, definitely go over. Please go over and check out YouTube of the month. Those guys that have been nominated, be awesome if you could tag on, like I said before. End your vid, pop over and chuck a vote in for your good selves. Great. Bit of booter, bit of pickups. Booter wise, not as good as last week. I think I'm going to struggle to maybe top that to some degree. Some nice bits though. Fuck, you see that sun's come out there. Some nice bits, a few additions, which is good. And again, a few bits just to, you know, spin the wheels, keep the plate spinning, keep the retro fire burning. I don't think there's anything else I was going to mention. I think there was. There was actually. Off the back of the boxes that I got last week, the Pilot Wings and Mario All Stars, I did find 2 spare manuals that I had from God knows where, for God knows how long, but that's why I'm a hoarder. Because these things always come in useful. So, and I still haven't had a chance to do anything with the boxes in terms of ironing them, and I should. I'll get onto that. I'll get onto that today, I think. Right. Put them up there. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm too bloody hot again. Fried brains. Bit of Pac-Man World. I thought I might mix it up a little bit. I did watch Pixels. That's what I was going to say. Off the back of this, Pixels, the movie. That's quite good actually. Quite funny, quite amusing. Yeah, I think Adam Sandler, you either like him or you don't, but I thought it was enjoyable. It went quick, so as you can tell, you know. How good a movie is. Fucking hell, I'm necking that too quick. Anyway, let's get on. Right, some pickups first, then I'll do boot at the end. So I did a trade with a fellow tuber, Wise from Edward. He does like car boot videos, pickup videos, just from behind the camera. It's a bit like me, does a lot of CX sort of business, I think is the right word. Anyway, I fired him over a few bits. I think he's already showed them. I think he has. I'm sure he has. Which was Game Boy, Advance SP, NES, and some PSP games. I think. I don't know where I found them from. Dug them out somewhere. But he very kindly sent me Disgaea first. The first Disgaea, I think, Hour of Darkness. So obviously he'd done some wheeling dealing with CX. And the second one. Now unfortunately with the second one, the fucking twatty postman has decided to literally smash the case to smithereens. And not only that, it's even like cracked sort of into the inside. I don't know if you can see it, look. So I need, and so you guys might be able to help me, I need to find another like 2 Disca like that, but I know the only other one I can think of that's really, I don't want to spend a fortune, obviously I just want it for the bloody case. The only one I know of similar to that is the Devil May Cry, but I think that's like a dark purpley, you know, like the older PlayStation ones. I don't think it's this newer blue. Anyone knows of a game that's, you know, relatively cheap that has that double disc, what do you call it, let me know, so I can go and try and source it and obviously swap that. Nothing, obviously not Edward's fault. They were all wrapped, you know, bubble in a jiffy bag, which is usually enough. That looks like, to me, it's been dropped or that's been crushed in that corner. But yeah, Cheers, Edward. Actually, check Edward out in comments or description. Right, quick one from charity shop for £2, Mario Galaxy. Now I picked this up mainly for the manual because I had a copy of this before. I was trading it away and I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was looking to upgrade cases and stuff like that. And I looked at my manual and I thought, fucking that's beating up. So I always sort of consciously thought next time I pick one up I'm going to have the manual out of it. And unfortunately someone's decided to do a burn at the back which has gone through onto the card. It hasn't burnt a hole through it, but yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's interested in that. Right, my favourite place, and Carl Woodland's favourite place, CE fucking X. Quick update on them. You know I mentioned about stuff going missing or staff nabbing it and this kind of. Well, he replied back to me saying, "Oh, we saw we couldn't source the game." And I said, "No, that's not the problem here." So the problem is you. No, I said, "Oh, sorry, the game's not in stock." I said, "No, it's not that it wasn't in stock." I said, "You couldn't source it." So on your system, I'm sure you can tell at what time that game was checked in. So both Shadow's Tale and Shamu, which I haven't heard back from yet, but Shadow's Tale, so you can see what time that's checked in at. You can see in the records that was the only one you had in stock. So why all of a sudden within a couple of hours could you not find it? And they basically come back and admitted, well, they said it was deemed not to be in good enough condition, so they binned it. So if it's not in good enough condition, why are you taking it in? Because even like some of the games that I've took in that they're too scratched, they won't take. A few scratches, I don't mind this being buffed, it doesn't bother me. Just something's not right about it. Even even with that explanation, it's not right. And I know for a fact, one of the points that I think I made anyway, in terms of the only other thing is these are being sold in the shop. When you buy them online, someone, say if you buy it from the Plymouth store, someone in Plymouth walked into the shop and bought it, and then they've gone to go off the shelf and go, "Oh, it's not there." When realistically their system should say, right, we've only got one in stock, i.e. in Plymouth. When I buy that, that should take it off their stock list. So when they scan it in, it should say, this is out of stock, it's been purchased, and you shouldn't sell it. That's the theory. I know that hasn't happened, and someone made a video on that, and I think we should do, because that's quite interesting. Because that's just daft. That's bad stock management, which is not a surprise from CEX. Anyway, a few bits I grabbed from them. I think all of these are complete. I don't know. We'll go through them anyway. I had some credit burn hole in my pocket from before, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab a couple of the titles that are relatively cheap actually, in the grand scheme of things. Shin Megami Tensei's Digital Devil Saga 2, Devil Saga 2 the Collector's Edition, and Digital Devil Saga, the first one. Quite a few PS2 titles actually. I'll sort the case on this, but it's not the right style. I need to get another one because it doesn't match up correctly. Capcom Classics Volume 2. So another person's purchased this from CEX, which I think might have been the one that I was watching before. And of course, that bastard has got a manual. Mine hasn't. Thanks, Ian McGrath. It'll do. I may find one at the boot for £1, you never know. I mean, it's all in great condition, to be fair. The case was a bit scuffed, so I swapped the case over, but I think this is an older case because that logo should really be on the back there. But yeah, it's just an older. But it's, I mean, like Ian's mentioned a few titles in this. Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, King of Dragons, Magic Sword, Tiger Road, very good. Black Tiger, another good one. There's loads of good ones on that one, to be fair. That's really gone up in price. Really has gone up in price. Sticking with PS2. Rogue Galaxy. I'm pretty sure this was the only one that he had in stock at that time. Ooh. I might swap that over. The manual's this has definitely been a played game. It does give it a bit of character. You can tell someone's looked at this manual a few times. don't bother me too much. Not really heard much about this game. Level 5 game. Looks reminds me of the Dragon Quest Journey of the Cursed King, I think it's called. Yeah, so Rogue Galaxy, Skies of Arcadia maybe, esque, and a couple of Mega Man titles. I'm going to do another repo question on this other title here. Anyway, Mega Man X8. I've got 7. I can't remember who's on about it. Someone was on about X7 saying it's the shittest one in the lot or something. I can't remember now, but anyway, I've got it. Yeah, that's... Oh no. So I did my usual. All that feels like it's all there. You know, opened it up. I thought, oh, it's an advertisement. Capcom Classics. That's not a problem. The manual's got to be behind it, isn't it? No. We've got 2 Capcom Classics manuals. So if anyone needs Capcom Classics manual, I have fucking 2 and no manual for that. For fuck's sake. I can't fucking... Just beggars belief, doesn't it? I mean, they're in great condition, the manuals. And... well, it does have the manual, thank God. Mega Man X Command Mission. I said these are not... I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not... You know, you get a couple of 360 titles from the boot for 2-3 quid, and there's your 8 quid for that, so... But yeah, just the front, again, it just... I don't know what it is, it's just... I've looked at this loads of times, just thinking it don't look right. And it is, it's not like a printed one. I don't know what, it's just got a weird... It just looked very 80s. The artwork, but the screenshots, as you can see, are perfect. But just, yeah, it's just odd, it just looks... I don't know, it's got that weird cellular effect to it. Just me. Old. Back onto... I suppose it is my current focus a little bit. Try to nail this down a little bit, you know, run the numbers down. On the cube, again, a couple of these don't appear very often. I don't suppose they're very... You can probably go on eBay and pick these up all day long, right? No doubt about it. Pro Rally. It's complete, it's all there. You know, the yada, blah, blah. I can't remember which one. There's 1 or 2 of these that swap the cases over. It might have been that. Which is why I always buy the cube games, even if it's just for a quid at the boot, you know, if there's a shit game, just as long as the case is okay. I think this one's a bit of a tricky one to get hold of. In fact, they sent it. Casper Spirit Dimensions. It looks actually quite good. That's got it all in there. Yeah, it looks like they buffed the disc on this, like you can tell. See the dust on it still. It's like cocaine. Where's Rob? Champion 2D Rob, you've been working at CX again. Rob's the only man I know cleans his discs with coke. Okay, just yeah, I ain't got a problem with him doing that. There you go, look. Perfecto. Anyway, I think that was a little bit of a, you know, bit of a tricky one to get, or I don't know, maybe not. And to be fair, in great condition, everything in there. Dance Stage Mario Mix. I'm not too fussed. I'm not overly fussed about the map, because I'm not fucking ever going to use it. I've got the game. That's good enough for me. Because it's just a big dance mat, isn't it, that comes with it, I'm pretty sure. So that's it. That's it for pickups. Putin's back on the menu, boys.
Looks like
Putin.
back on the menu, boys.
So yeah, we were booting. We were booting today. Glorious day. Nothing like last week, unfortunately. Like I mentioned at the start, some nice bits, some nice additions. And hopefully a few bits just to spin the wheels. But my mate from Pakistan's gone a bit quiet. He may have been nabbed. I'm joking and they're booting. So James was there, skulking about. Joking. I mentioned we'd sort of done I'd sort of gifted, I suppose, and we traded, but we didn't trade because he didn't bring the stuff until this week for a few items that James was after that I'd managed to grab. Said, look, no worries, mate, square me up whenever. So, God, I bet that's repeated on me. This week, true to his word, Mario Kart Wii with the wheel, everything else. This has already got a home. It just saves me taking my. What am I showing this for? You've seen about. I bought really 3 of these the other week. But this is in fact. He even said this is in fantastic condition, and it is, and it's perfect for the person I've got in mind as well. So I'm not even going to swap it over for one of mine. I'll tell you that much, because this is absolutely brilliant. And then the other item is new Super Mario Bros. Wii. So, Jimbo, James, awesome stuff, pal. Really appreciate that, mate. Nice one. Okay. Not a great deal in terms of, you know, not really many tails. There's a few little tails, but not a great deal. Sticking with Wii. Stick with Wii. Grabbed these two right at the end, right near the end actually. Well, I grabbed this and something else. I think she wanted £3 each. So you do 2 for 5. I said, yeah. I'm pretty sure this one trades in for a little bit more than that. The other one I had, when I seen James at the end, he said he needed it, so I swapped him for this one. So I had Animal Crossing, which he needed, and he swapped me for Mario Kart Wii. So I paid £2.50, he paid £1, but I'm pretty sure this goes in for more at CEX, which is all I'm going to do, but he needed about Animal Crossing, so. Look, I'm a nice guy, I help anybody out. So, and, yeah, loose copy of Mario Kart Wii. You've all seen that. And Wii Sports Resort, that's the other one I grabbed. Again, I'm pretty sure this is a good few quid in CEX. It's worth, I think it should be worth more than £2.50. I mean, combined anyway, it's more than a £5 trading, that's for sure. That's for sure. It was a big car boot. It was a big one. It was a big one. I'm not sure if it's as big as last week actually, but it was busy. It was very few lizards. See one of my old lizard mates. He rocked up actually towards the end. It's quite interesting. And he said he'd been about. I don't know what. Kind of like doing a circuit or something. He was on about different boot was all over the place. But he said he'd done all right. He said it's nice to go to different ones. So and I was like, good. Stay away from me here because I've been doing all right. So piss off. And we had a bit of a laugh and a giggle and that kind of stuff. Do this one next, as this one suggests. Excuse me. £8 Xbox OG Black, very good game. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't bother picking these up. This is in great condition, but Burt Reynolds, I do have obviously an OG Xbox, and I still need to get that sorted out. Do you know what? I fucked up with the Xbox. I wanted to get the adapter, still want to get the adapter for the X Arcade, but equally I thought in my garage I had a component lead for the Xbox. I don't. All I've got is composite. The reason why I thought I had a component is because back in the day, when I had my sort of first one, I used to run it through the optical audio, and I just thought, well, it must be component. No, it's not. It's composite. So I've got to. I think even before I get the X Arcade adapter, really should get a component lead, because it's got to get the best out of it. But this is a fantastic. I know Pete's Nastastic loves this game. On the PS2, it's very impressive, and I'm pretty sure there's the train of thought is this was very cutting edge towards a 360 quality title, and it's a highly regarded game. So that may be staying with me. Sorry, Pat. This one. Basically, oh no, this method of CX now. You know, I didn't look at it because the guy said 50p each. Yeah, this might be a CX jobby. It's a shame. Star Wars, like the Old Republic 2. The disc is a little bit. Yeah, that's a shame. But oh, it's all there. Unless Pat, if you want it and you can want to reskin it or whatever, then let me know, buddy. That stuff should be on its way to you. Nearly there now. We're nearly, well, sort of nearly done. My favourite pickup of the day. This was very funny. I was absolutely gobsmacked. Youngish couple. Yeah, probably early 20s, if that. I just happened to got any video games, and she was like, "Oh, I think we might have." And the lad was like, "Yeah, I think we did." And they had all kinds of weird stuff in the car. I've just basically sort of said, "Oh, you know," she said, "Oh, they're about 15 years old though." And I was thinking, yes, come on, old, yeah, you know, PS1, some older stuff, anything like that. And she says, "Oh, well, there's the box there." And I was like, "Yeah, come on, bring the box out." And it's all like PC stuff. I was like, "Oh, fuck." Going through it, and I said, "Oh, where's all this come from?" She said, "Oh, it cleared out the mum's garage or the loft or something, I can't remember." But in the bottom of it was this. And there was a few PC titles that I was going to grab. I think again just for CX fodder, but there's no discs. It really was like stuff had just been chucked in there. But at the bottom of the box was this. And I sort of said to her, "How much are they?" She said, "Oh, I don't know, £1 each." I don't know. I didn't even think to question when she said £1 each. I said, "I'll have that," and I picked up another game. But when I went to pay, obviously, like I said, the disc wasn't in the game, and the chap sort of said, "Oh, it's £1 then." So for £1, this has got to be the best pound ever spent. I've got a whole slim PS2. I shit you not, for £1, with memory card, with power and everything, for £1. Fucking dusty as fog. Yeah, it's got. All there. So I need a bloody Pakistani mate to turn up. That was early on, actually. Oh, stretch my legs. I'll do this now for £10. She's not as good, but it's still alright. There's a lady there, their daughters, and I happened to say to her, have you got any video? Yeah, the usual little spiel. And the daughter said no, and she said yes. And they both looked at each other. And she said, "Oh no, I've got," whatever it was, Michael or whatever, to put the games in PS2. I said, "Yeah, I'm interested in that." So she found the PS2, it's a fat PS2. Then they were scrabbling around for this bag of games, and they found a bag of games. Nothing great in there. But again, in the bottom of the game bag was Silver Slim. Oh, there you go. Look, it's got Tony Hawk's in it. Yeah, whatever. It's alright. It's got a few scuffs and whatnot. And then you've seen all the fat PS2 with a memory card, all the hookups, all the controllers, silver controller, I'll say £10. So Esther said, "Oh, yeah, would you sell it on its?" Yeah, I said, to be honest, there's not really much in the games I'm after. I'll be interested in the consoles for selling. Yeah. I said, "What are you looking for?" She said, "tenner." I thought, yeah, fine, because I mean, really, in theory, I should better get 25 out of that just on the consoles, and then there's all the leads and the power and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Like I say, nothing that really would probably interest you guys, but I'm just being honest. You know, sort of say that's what I do. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but it funds these bits here, and part of the CX stuff and that. It's just where to build a collection. So, we have a little bit of a story. This one, a lot of stories. There's a chap there, and I thought, God, I recognise him. Now I'm usually unless I'm pissed, I'm usually pretty good, recognising people. Not very good at names, but I recognise people and faces and stuff like that. And he had one of them like minivans, like a mini transit van. And I looked at it, and I said, "Oh, And he looked at me a little bit like, what are you looking at me for? I said, oh, I'm sure last year I bought some controllers off you, some game controllers, video game controllers. He was like, and he was all sheepish. So he's like, oh yeah, you were over in the far corner. And he was like, okay, yeah. I said, oh, yeah, don't happen to have any more bits of it. He said, oh, I might have something in there. And he was like, he was stood at the back of his van, so I sort of went to the side, and like literally there in front of him was this fucking box tub, full of Game Boy games. I was like, yeah, like them. Can I have a look at them? And he was like, pulled the tub out, held it, and he was like very hesitant. And I'm just like, what is it? What's the matter with some people? He goes, oh, yeah, it was still packing. I'm like, okay, well, carry on packing then, I'll have a look. So James's eyes were fucking like this. And to fucking tell him again, James, you've got to stop doing this. So we're looking through these games, and there were a few nice titles in there, and he was on about like, he had a couple of like 58 in ones or 128 in ones, and James was like, oh, they sound familiar, and I'm like, shut up, don't fucking say stuff like that, just don't fucking say anything, ever, don't, my rule is, I mean, I know my mate, a few of the guys that go around would do this, and I don't like it particularly. They start talking about eBay, and because they sell a lot of, you know, like I said, like Star Wars and that. I don't like it. I just think it gives a bad impression. I just prefer not to reveal my power level, if that makes sense, or, you know, what I know. You just act dumb, act thick. I just don't like it. I just think, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me. So I just don't bother. I don't say shit like that. Unless I want them away, then yes, fine. But yeah, James was like, I said to, and then we asked the guy, so how much the games? £3.50 each. Ain't cheap. You know, we're not talking a pound here or 50p a Game Boy game. We kind of knew what he had. He had a lot of older stuff. I said before, I bought some controls off him. Like I think I bought a SNES joystick, a Mega. I can't remember now. There's a few. I bought a load of control sticks off him. With hindsight now, he was making out that they were his, but my other mate that I know remembered and knew him from a different car boot, and he had stuff then, so there's no way he could have like a, you know, an infinite fucking supply of like old stuff, because he had old toys and everything, figures, the lot. So he's clearly buying and selling, whatever. So he had this box of Game Boy games, some nice titles in there, really nice titles. And it's like fucking pulling teeth. I kept having to say to her, have you got anything else? No, I haven't got anything else. Then they go in there and they pull out like a stack of Dreamcast titles. Nothing fantastic, just like your Sonic Adventure and Choo Choo Rocket. But he's one of them people who was just so reluctant to get things out his fucking car. Jesus Christ. Then he pulled out another box. And within that box, there was, what did I see? There was something else. Oh, crap. And I was like, not sure what. And I moved something else and I seen this on its own. Ah, it was N64 titles. Got N64 sports ones, nothing, you know, Nagano Olympics 98 or some shit like that, and ISS 98, and it might be NASCAR 90 something, nothing great. And then there was this one, and I thought, actually, I think I've got this. I don't think I've got the manual. It ain't the best condition. It's a fucking great game though. So James picked up a few titles, and he said, "Oh, I think he had 4. Would you do a 10?" He said, "I said, yeah, fine." Basically I've ended up with four games here, 4 Game Boy, and 1 something else. So yes, you could sort of say, I thought you'd get rid of the Game Boy, yeah. But I took a bit of a flyer, and I don't know what it is. There's something about this name of this game, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Something. And I even said to them, because I thought it was his lads. I thought these was his lads. I said, "Oh, did you play?" He goes, "Oh, these are my dad's." Anyway, so for 10 quid, enough of the fucking waffly bullshit. We got Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. It's one I haven't got. Say with the Game Boy, it's just going to be the sort of more, yeah, select titles. This one I do had. I'm pretty sure I got it, but I can't remember if this one either. I'm pretty sure it's this one. But for what it ends up going to be, like what, £2.50. It's worth more than £2.50 all day long. Zelda Oracle of Ages. And this is the weird one. I don't know what it is. It's probably nothing. I think it's because it's an OG one. Solomon's Club. And I think it's because it's by Tecmo. I don't know what it is. There's something I just thought. Something reminded me. Maybe back in the day someone might have had that, or I may have played it on a mate's machine or something like that. And then the last one, Universal Soldier. With some manky old sticker on it. Oh, that'll come off actually. Right. Anyway, Universal Soldier. Box has seen better days. I knew it'd seen better days anyway. Manual's seen better days. The game's there. And the manual's seen better days. So I've really mainly bought this because I'm pretty sure mine hasn't got the manual, but I could be wrong. But for those that don't know, and I know there's a few people that do know, this is a reskinned version of Turrican, which is a great game. So yeah, instead of buying like Turrican, you could opt for this version instead. So like some of the pages just dog-eared on the manual. So I'm just wasting your time while I sort this out. I think the iron's going to have a bit of work this week. Yeah, so Universal Soldier, £2.50, ballistics box. Okay, you know, not going to shatter the earth, is it? To be honest. I'm going to pause it there. Okay, we're back. Have a refill. So to get, like I say, just get the top up. Last couple of bits, and that's it. Let you go. We'll get on and watch the footy. Right. So two of the things. So first one, those that may watch regularly may remember, I don't know, you may not give two shits, you may just think, yeah, whatever. Anyway, just skim through the whole thing. Anyway, there's a lady, and she's not the cheapest. She's had a few, or she's bought to the carbon, or she's had a few nice retro things. She knows the prices, she's not daft, she researches it, goes online, she has a little book, fucking with her glasses on, and checks everything, you know, and you're not going to get an absolute bargain. If you're looking to buy something for your own collection, it's a good price, it's cheaper. Game in question here, she had previously I'd bought what did I buy for? PS1 stuff, which is Digimon. I bought Mega Drive, a few other little bits, and she's always said to me, oh, I've still got to sort out my son's GameCube and my son's PS2, and I think there's one of the collection, I can't think what it is now. And she was there today, and she recognised me and recognised her. She pointed at me. So, have you bought? Have you managed to sort of, you know, screw anything else away from? I said, yeah, GameCube. And you know, she pulled out a tub of game, beautifully boxed GameCube. Got that. So it's not going to be cheap anyway. There's no point in me buying it. Selection of games, nice selection of games, very nice selection of games. Again, James's eyes were like fucking like this, and I just went, you know, she knows the prices. You know, because I obviously know what the crack is. She had some nice games. She had like your Animal Crossing. She had Pokemon, both of the Animal Crossing and Pokemon with the memory cards. She knew everything. Had it all written down. This is what they go for. This is what they sell for on eBay and all that. You know, you can't sort of argue where you could argue, but you're not going to get very far. I've tried before. But it's like anything. Be nice. Be civil. And you can get a little bit off. So there's only the one type that I needed, and obviously I knew from a cost perspective that the other ones, like I say, they may have been cheap enough. I don't know. I didn't even bother because I just thought I'm not outlaying that kind of cash. And it was about halfway through, give or take. I hadn't bought much anyway at that point. I mean, some people would argue, God, if they only got this at the carpet, they'd be happy. I am well happy. So I grabbed this. She said, oh, there's a microphone with that. I might give you a clue. Looked through a few of the other bits. Said, oh, just give us your list. I think I've mentioned that before to you guys. And I just skimmed the list. I was like, yeah, okay, fine. In terms of prices. And so she had this one down, and it wasn't actually until James mentioned one of the games didn't have the manual. And I'd just sort of opened it up and just seen a front bit, and I'll show you in a minute. And I stupidly, again, because it's early in the morning, and so I still had it in my hand. I went and checked, so actually this hasn't got the manual either. So what she had down at 30 quid, I think that's what she sort of said it has on eBay. So she was looking at 20 or something, or 25. It's got no manual, so I got to 15, which is a great price for this, I think anyway. It's Mario Party 7. It is in fantastic condition. So what's threw me, you see, because I opened up, it's the points card, because the points card was mixed in with the precautions leaflet, so it looks like a man. Well, I say, you know, I've had a couple of beers the night before, blah blah blah. It looks like the manual to me, and it's just one of them. Got the microphone. I've got, you know, got the microphones in it. It's not in a big box, which is a bit of a pisser, but I've got the game. This doesn't pop up very often in CX either, so for 15 quid, I think that's a great buy. Really, you know, think about it. I say she had Pokemon Colosseum with the memory card, she had Animal Crossing with the memory card. They weren't massively expensive. If you wanted them, you know, as in for your collection, they were good price. I think Pokemon was, I think she had it down as like sold for 25, so you might have got that for 15 or something. And Animal Crossing, I think James is interested in, which is missing the manual, and she said 8 quid. You know, it just depends what you're in the market for. Because I was honest with her, I said, look, that's the only one I need. I think she understood that and respected it. Because I said, I've seen her for a good few months now. So she knows, you know, in terms of if I say to her, look, I need it from a collection, I'll need it from a collection, I'm not bullshitting. Because if you wanted to sort of look to like resell on all that stuff, there was probably some value in it, you know, you could have, but I'm not out, I'm not, you know, I have a budget and that's it. I'm not like fucking pull out wads of fucking £20 notes, that's not how it goes. So, that is the bulk of the booter. The last bit, which is a fair size, I'm probably not going to go through it all. Saying that, I'll probably go through it all. This kind of, there's a few other bits with this from two ladies. Now I mentioned these ladies again, those that watch regularly may recall me mentioning these, you may or may not. On that video I said, oh, I gave her a number to a young lady called Amy, I think it was Amy, and her partner Sharon or whatever it was, about some Atari stuff, which nothing ever come from it. Sometimes it don't matter, you know, you've got to speculate to accumulate. Well anyway, they turned up. Fair play to James, because he'd gone over and sort of said, oh, I asked them people over there if they've got anything, and they said, oh, they've got ST. You didn't know what ST was, so it's Atari. I'm like, oh, alright. So I went over and I thought, oh, they're in the boot. They turned around and I went, ah. She looked at me, she was like, So I couldn't remember if it was Amy or something else. And she said, yeah. I said, oh yeah, remember you had the Atari stuff? She said, oh yeah. And I looked down, there was a couple of board games, so I grabbed the board games. You don't want to see them. And then he had 2 boxes of Atari, I mean real battered boxes. So I kind of sorted through it a little bit. For what I paid, I've done all right, you know. I mean, anyone who's into Atari that is interested in any of these, let me know. Obviously, some bits I know I've had a look, because some of the games I know of from the crossover from the Amiga, and then some I think. I don't know if they were only Atari only releases, but I think there may have been late 16-bit computer releases. So I paid 20 quid, and I've got some nice board games, and I've got all these here. So first up, again for the ST, Ghouls and Ghosts, great condition, both discs. Now obviously I've got no fucking way of testing these, I don't fucking know. 2 discs, Ghouls and Ghosts, doesn't look as instructions. There's a lot of bits, and a lot of the boxes, I mean this is probably the best condition box, to be honest. But it's not, it's a nice bit of retro. I don't know who does Atari, who collects Atari? Richkin Retro, you Amiga, you Atari, I can't remember now, pal. Oh yeah, Random. Because they had 2 Mega Drive games, and when I sort of offered the lot, because I think some of this was hers, Amy's, and some was a partner's, the board games were a partner's, blah blah blah. Anyway, 20 quid all in, and there was Sonic in this game, and she was like, a partner went in and took these 2 out, and I said, oh, I thought I was in there. She said, oh no. And then there's a little bit of debate about it. I said, look, well, can I keep this one and you keep Sonic? And she was like, oh, okay, then fine. So I kept Golden Axe. Don't hate on me. In great condition. I think I probably got it, but I know it, again, it's a weird. I always sort of thought, I always found Golden Axe 2 easy to find than Golden Axe 1. Loads of bits, loads of weird stuff. Look, weird. Only found it at the bottom. A SNES, the whole instructions. I'm thinking, oh, please don't say you've got a SNES. But at the time at the booty, you don't rummage through every single box. It was just at the bottom. But I say, gives you an idea of sort of the conditions of the boxes. They ain't great. Bits of games, bits of everything. Half an Altered Beast. Murder. I've got the disc. Weird stuff. Weird. Canvas. I thought this was an ST game. It's not. It's a PC game. Golden Axe. On the PC. Nuts. Some nice ones here. Gauntlet 2. See, I remember these from the Amiga days. These big, sort of hard case plastic ones. This is an Atari ST colour monitor only. Gauntlet 2 on the Classics label. Both discs. All there. Yeah, I mean, piecemeal, these are worth more than what I paid for them. Castle Master, I remember that in the Amiga. Half a game. Cult. Who are you calling a cult? Weird, I don't know what it is, it's called TriStar. Tanglewood, the Grail, and Slagon. I think the Grail's missing from this. Adventures. So these ladies obviously were into their RPG point and clicks, which is right up my alley. A few bits of stuff that I don't really know what they're from. This one, I always wanted to play this, Batman the Caped Crusader. So the boxes are squished to high heaven. I mean, that's still there. I'm not sure how much that could be salvaged. I don't know. Great game. I love this game. I love this game on any system. I remember playing this because it came as a packing title on the Amiga, the New Zealand story. That's got it all in there. Captain Blood, which was a game we could never ever understand. Great game this was. Delphine, Future Wars. It's an awesome. Bit of a weird rip tear thing at the back there, but schmuck. Yeah, Daz, get yourself an ST and all the other Mark Hornsborough. You won't have to buy a fucking game again. Minx, all them lot. Shoot up construction kit. Just fucking make your own, lads. I'll do you a good deal on it. Look at this. Where's Chris? No, a bug. When this came out on the Amiga, I loved the graphic style. I just thought, fucking hell, it looks absolutely superb compared to the Specky. And it is Treasure Island Dizzy. So some nice little titles in here. Big Box Captive. This is that's not complete. This is quite a nice one. Excuse me, Hero Quest. by Gremlin. Weird one you don't see very often. Defenders of the Earth, defenders! Master of magic spells and illusion. Enemies crumble with fear and confusion. Mandrake. It's always Mandrake, wasn't it? I just need to get out more. There we go. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Or Soul. A great game for its day. Populous. I say, you know, I've reformed a lot of these. That's not complete either. That's complete. Chrono Quest or Chrono Quest. Never heard of this Psygnosis game. I don't know. It looks very Myst-esque. Those that know would know better than me. Very beaten up. Very beaten up. Warriors of Rylene or Raylene or Rylene or whatever. So you can see it's all falling out. Heavy as hell. I mean, unfortunately, like I say, these were like squished to. There may be a good bit of ironing going on, just to try and get a bit of foot. That might even be better, just to take that, you know, just to keep it in. Squished to death. Damocles even, not Damocles, you twat. Damocles. The Sword of Damocles by Novagen. It's not a sword, but it's, I can't even hold it 'cause it's falling to pieces, but it's all there. One that's, I was gutted, man. I seen this in the corner, I just thought, oh, you bastard. There's no manual. I think it's missing the security feature as well. And it's Zack and Kraken and the Alien Mindbender. It's got all the discs, but that's a great game. Not literally, it's horrible. Another one that was horrible. It's been horribly destroyed. Secret Monkey Island. I literally had 2 boxes and I just piecemealed together all the games because there were just bits of games everywhere. The rest of it's just bits. There's loads of within here. There's loads of Atari Action disc, ST Action. Anyone's into any of that? You know, look, ST format, ST Action, Mad Dog Williams, and all that. I remember Amiga Action, love Amiga Action. There's ST format discs. Anyone's into any of that? Garbo, give me a shout. Give me a shout. We saw some. There's other. You know, I've got a few of these. There must be some sort of packing titles. The G disc. Load of blanky type ones. Explorer. Balance of Power. Geopolitics and nuclear rating. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, a load of ST Actions. Leander. Yeah, I think I've gone through and took most of them out. Still a great game. Lotus Turbo Challenge 2. Magnetic Fields. Love that soundtrack on Amiga. So yeah. Now, mega spectacular. A few nice ones here though. Third one. Yeah. Sadly. It's just, what the fuck's going on? We've got all these. So we've got King's Quest. Quest for Glory. Everything's in there. So these are the classic point and click ones by Sierra Online. This is number 2, but without the slipcover. Just to show you, yeah, King's Quest. Actually, that's number 2. Romancing the Throne. This is number 3 without the slipcover. To Err is to Human. And number 4, The Perils of Rosella. But I remember one of these ones, I can't remember what number it might be. King's Quest, Absence Makes the Heart Go Yonder. And then lastly, which is probably worth Well, to be honest, there's money in all of that anyway. But when I saw afterwards, back, I thought, I'm sure it's a late release. Like, I'm just trying to find a date on it. Yeah, and I couldn't find one earlier either. Let's have a quick check. There's no date on it. I'm sure this is a late release, you know, and I think it come out on the Amiga as well. It's by Ubisoft. It's missing, from what I can tell, only like the cardboard insert. Again, the box is a bit squishy. It could do with an iron. It's a zombie. So this is about a 23 odd quid game on its own. So I'm pretty sure that's a late release for the 16-bit computers. That's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that. A little bit of a mixed bag. Nice to see some 16-bit computing. Like when I sort of mentioned, when he sort of said 8-bit, which I think might have been earlier in the year, when we talk about Atari, I was hoping it's going to be the 8-bit stuff. But I mean, you know, just a shame these got like squished and there's bits missing. So they've still got bits of these games somewhere. The 20 quid I paid with a few of the board games that I've got, fucking great buy. All day long. All day long. Take it easy, YouTube. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.